Good afternoon, and welcome to Western Michigan University Cooley Law School Story Class 2015's graduation. I would like to take time to thank Cooley President Don LeDuc, Western Michigan University President John Dunn, the Board of Directors, and distinguished faculty, and welcome esteemed guests and family members and friends. Let me thank also my fellow classmates in electing me to speak on behalf of the class. I don't know what y'all were thinking about, but but no, I'm honored to be here today representing the story class of 2015. Since we are the story class, let me tell you a story about our journey over the last 3 years. Cooley Law School is a lot like the Marine Corps boot camp for lawyers. Just as Marine Corps makes you earn the right to be a Marine, here at Cooley, the administration and faculty make sure that you are going to earn the right to be a lawyer. Let me explain. Most law schools in our nation, students have to take 10 to 12 mandatory core classes: torts, contracts, property, criminal law procedure, civil procedure, at least 2 writing classes, and of course an ethics class. Here at Cooley, we are required to take 21 mandatory classes, plus mandatory externship or law clinic in order to graduate. And Cooley doesn't allow any excuses for not being able to come to class. You can take classes full-time, part-time, at night, or day, and like myself, even on the weekends, classes all year round. So being here today is not by any luck or chance, but by sheer dedication and hard work. Reading hundreds of cases and legal statutes, and doing 12 hours days in the law library preparing for finals, countless hours of preparing briefs or trial strategies for mock trial or moot court competitions, sitting in contracts class with Professor Mabel Martin Scott, arguing UCC 2207, Battle of the Forms, and hoping to receive an "I love you," which would validate that you were correct in your analysis. Reliving war stories with Professor Richard Hinkey in torts class about dealing with the asbestos and tobacco companies in the 80s, or arguing with Professor Flores in evidence while trying to get a declarant's statement in as evidence, and he would just sit there, smile at you, and say, "No, that statement's hearsay. No, a matter of fact, that's hearsay within hearsay." So, the beauty of the faculty and school is that majority of our professors are either practicing attorneys or have been attorneys. So we have been able to benefit from the real life world experience of our professors. And just like boot camp, there are sacrifices that each and every one sitting here today had to endure. Not being able to attend a son's or daughter's birthday party, or family cookouts, divorces, alienation of childhood friends, having loved ones or family members pass away, relocating your whole family to Michigan, and of course, mountains of student loans that we have incurred. So hold your heads up, graduates, because today we have made it and are still standing despite the difficulties and sacrifices that we have made. Now, what I have learned through my travels in life and as a Marine in the Marine Corps is that the world needs us. Yes, the world does need more lawyers, but we need good lawyers. Having been in countries where the only law was an AK-47, where women are still treated like chattel and second-hand citizens, where governments control their population through forced abortions, and where in order to support your family in some of these countries, you have to sell your daughter or son into sex slavery or be a drug mule for the cartel. Yes, the world does need us and needs good lawyers. So I want to challenge this graduating class to use your Juris Doctorate and your knowledge of the law to help indigent people, families, and communities in need. As you take your paying careers as lawyers, some will eventually become judges, politicians, and even professors, Cooley has instilled in all of us that with a Juris Doctor comes major responsibility, and that pro bono work is a way to make a difference in impoverished communities, not just here in America, but around the world. As an attorney, you have the opportunity to bring justice where there is injustice, order where no real government exists, light where there is only darkness, and peace where there is turmoil. All of you graduates here today are leaders by virtue of the profession. People, communities, and businesses will be looking to you for guidance and leadership as ambassadors of the law. In closing, I would like to once again thank Western Michigan Cooley Law School for 3 years of boot camp that were a most challenging but rewarding journey. I would also like to thank our families and friends for being patient with us all these years. Patient all these years as we have made the arduous journey to becoming attorneys. Of course, once we pass the bar, which we will. Booker T. Washington once said, and I quote, "I have learned that success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, as by the obstacles which one has overcome while trying to succeed." End quote. To the Story Class 2015, we have indeed overcome major obstacles in pursuing our legal careers. As a Marine, Semper Fidelis, which means always faithful, and in this case, to your legal profession and your craft as an attorney. Godspeed, and thank you.